let's do this shit. It is New Year's Eve. I am not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere outside my house. Well, not my house, my boyfriend's house. But I want to look glam and I want to eat. So come with me to do my last glam of the year. Now, I normally don't do this much skincare prep before. I use the Bioma Balancing Face Mist and now I went in with the Hydrating Milky Toner. But I was watching Kayla Mored, I cannot pronounce her surname, so I'm sorry if I'm butchering it, but I saw her talking about how if you really want glowy makeup, you need to be doing your skincare beforehand. So that's what I've decided to do today, is to just do a bit of skincare. Last night I wore a collagen mask for the full 8 hours of my sleep, so my skin is actually kind of glowing today, I'm not going to lie. I probably don't need makeup. So I'm just going to do my skincare steps first. If you don't know what this is, get to know. It is snail mucin. It is, look at that, sticky, to say the least. But I'm going to put moisturiser. I think I left it down at my boyfriend's house. So I'm just using this as my moisturiser today, even though it's probably a lot more hydrating than a moisturiser. And I need to let that sit for a while. But a little trick, I bought this for holidays. When did we go on holidays? Last year when we went to Spain. Didn't use it at all. And I've used it since I got home. And I just use it on my face to dry my skincare. And it's great. So I'm just going to let all this dry down. And I'll come back to do the next step with you. Which will be my primer. And all that. So I'll see you in the next step. Hi everyone. So normally I do my eyebrows first. And then my primer. But what I think I'm going to do today, I think I'm going to do my primer first to give it a chance to like melt into my skin. I'm trying to do things differently because I just want to elevate my makeup a bit more, even though I'm very impressed and very happy with how my makeup normally turns out. But I just feel like for the last glam of the year, might as well try whatever we can. Now, guaranteed these rollers are going to look like when they come out. I just have a feeling. Don't you just get a feeling? Sorry if you hate this, but this is my best thing. My friend knows when I'm in between steps when we're getting ready on night out together, because this is where this comes out. The fan comes out. It's not just a normal fan, it's an electric fan. But I'm having a good morning now since I got up and I moved, and I've gotten some Solpadol cold and flu. I've gotten some Bronco Stop. I've had some food. I've had my antidepressants. I have had Bronco Stop. I have now had a can of Coke. 0. And I have my big ass bottle of water too. So this New Year's Eve, there will be no drinking involved for me. No drinky for me. Which is a nice change. I'm just sick of hangovers. I just like, me and my friend, when we went to the cinema yesterday, we were talking about it. And we were just like, we're just not arsed anymore. Like, are we old? I think me and her are old now, even though she's a year younger than me. I'm turning 27 come this year. And sorry if you can hear my YouTube in the background. I'm currently watching is one of my comfort shows. If you don't know what it is Trixie Mattel and Katya. It's their show that they have on YouTube with Wow Presents Plus, I think it is. It is one of the best shows I've ever watched. Every episode is like, I think the maximum episode I've ever seen is like 10-15 minutes. But they're just amazing. Like, if I'm ever anxious and I need to go like fall asleep, I listen to them to fall asleep. Or I listen to The Bald and the Beautiful, which is their podcast. Basically anything that Trixie Mattel and Katya do together, I watch and I eat it up and I love it. Now, I did just get the heartbreaking news this morning that Trixie and David have broken up. Really upsetting. Obviously, everyone wants to know, what happened? Why did you break up? Everyone's really interested. And I'm like, give Trixie a bit of bloody space, guys. She shared so much of that relationship. And that was hard for her because, like, she talks about it quite frequently on, like, their podcast and on YouTube and all that stuff. About how, like, she doesn't really like sharing that part of her life. And I remember her talking about how when they did the Trixie Motel together, because David was part of that business venture, she had to have him on the camera. She didn't want to, but she had to. So I can understand how this is like a really hard time for her. Like, she's obviously, as she said, this has happened months ago now that they've broken up. So Trixie's kind of not processed it, obviously. I don't know, I can't speak on behalf of her. But they've processed it, you know, they've gone through it. Which I commend them for keeping it private for so long. Like, it must be so hard to, when you're in the public eye, to keep things like that private. Do you know, if people notice and stuff? Because, like, as she said, as they said in the podcast today, like, the minute that Trixie Mattel announced that they were taking a break, it was immediately that, like, she's at breaking point, she's at the end of her tether, all those things. No, the girl just needed a break. One of the most hardest working drag queens I've ever seen is Trixie Mattel and Katya. Well, Katya doesn't really like to put in much effort, but does. They both work very, very hard. So I just love them. I love because our show and not yours. But yes, like, anytime I'm upset or anxious or anything, or I'm trying to fall asleep and I can't, my boyfriend's like, do you want the two lads? Sorry, I'm still very sick. Do you want Brian and Brian? He knows who Brian and Brian are. He knows that I watch Brian and Brian religiously. So that's the only thing that's getting me through today, I think, right now, is watching them. But yeah, I've watched they're currently on a break from and I only found this out because I think it was the episode that Trixie did with Bob, the drag queen. They were talking about and Trixie was saying how they're on a break from it at the moment. So, like, I've watched the whole show. Like, I'm currently on the playlist. I'm on an episode currently from 2 years ago, because I need them in my life. Like, normally I wait to listen to their podcast. I was just so shocked that we got a podcast today because it's obviously New Year's Eve, but I've already listened to that, so now we have no more Trixie and Katya till the new year. So that's why we're rewatching because I think I need it in my life. I'm gonna go and do my brows off camera because I feel like they're taking me longer than normal today because I'm in between my lamination appointment and getting them, like, fixed up in between. I normally get them, like, waxed and threaded in between to kind of, like, keep them at bay. So I need to work a bit longer on these. So I am just going to do that off camera and I will come back then to show you the next step. Okay guys, I am back. I bought this. I do not know how this is going to go. I got the L'Oreal Lumi Glow. I normally use the Glow Hub one, but I said I would try this for a bit of change. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, it's very glowy. What am I missing? Okay, it's not as dark as I thought it would be. I'm not gonna lie. I thought this would be the shade that I would use when I am tanned, but it's actually fine on the my natural skin. Like, it doesn't look too dark compared to my natural skin. I'm actually quite happy with that. It's the 903, the medium. Can you see that? The shine is very bad, sorry. I don't know what to do. I can't do this content fix. It's the medium one anyway. I am just going to spot conceal on my face and let that sit for about 10-15 minutes to get tacky and drying on the skin. So I'll come back when I'm going onto my foundation, because I'm not going to be doing anything for the next 15 minutes or so. Hello ladies and gents, if there are any gents, I doubt there is. We are onto foundation. So I just mix some of the Kind and Free in shade 160 Vanilla, Cash Beauty Aura Skin foundation in Unity. I think it's like the second to third palest. And then, don't normally, but I am gonna today, is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation in shade, I think this is shade 6. Shade 8. Yeah, that's for when I'm really, really tanned, but I feel like I want to add just a little bit more tan to my face today. So that's what we're doing. So we're gonna pat this all in, all over the skin. It's not a bad match to my neck, I'm not going to lie. It's not terrible, it's not great. So I'm gonna go blend this off camera, and I'll come back when I'm done. Foundation is blended. Now on to contour. It's actually quite a good match. I'm not gonna lie, it's not that bad a match. But we're gonna go in with contour, and then we're gonna go in with bronzer, because I used to do my concealer and all my setting and all that first, but I've watched a few videos recently and they've said to do bronzer, then like contour, then bronzer, then blush, then concealer, and I've done it now a few times, and it actually works way better, I think, with my skin. It's just because if you do too much with the bronzer or with the blush, you can just go over it with the concealer, and then boom, fixed. So I'm gonna go in with some of the Penny's Bronze Whip first, just a little bit to just warm it up a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in with the Made by Mitchell Curve Case, because I only like to use a little bit of this, because it is pigmented, but I just don't think it's not as easy to work with as the Made by Mitchell case. Like, literally that's as much as I did, because I'm like, I'd rather just go in with this. This is a godsend. This is one of the best products I think I've ever bought. It just has everything you need in literally one compact, and it never ever looks cakey, it never looks bad. I just love it, because you know some bronzers like take off your foundation and stuff. That doesn't do this. This doesn't do that for me. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do is, as well, I think I'm going to bring some of the bronzer into my into my, what's it called? Into my eyes, so that I don't have to do as much with my eyes in a while. Just gonna stamp some down because I really want to go natural on the eyes today, because I'm literally spending my day at home. Now, my boyfriend just rang me to say that he bought a game for us to play together, so we might do that for the evening, because his mum is making food and stuff for us, but they have friends calling down and they're going out, so it's very much just going to be me and Sean in the house for the night, which will be nice to spend some quality time together. But I told him I was doing makeup and he was like, why? And I was like, because it's the last day of the year. I want to look pretty for the last day of the year. It's literally in less than, is it 12 hours? It'll be 2025. That's amazing. Like, that's 2025. My mum is currently, my mum's going to the cinema tonight. She's going to see Paddington Takes Peru. So she's going there now in a bit to the cinema with her partner. My sister has a wedding today. My other sister has a wedding. I don't know how people can get married on New Year's. That's, it just takes a different breed of people. I think I could not do it. I just think, no, it's a great excuse to get people out of the house and stuff, and it's great for, like, because you know everyone's going to be like drinking and having fun and stuff, but I just don't think I could get married on New Year's personally. Okay, I think I've done enough with the bronzer now. If this was me, I could just go forever with the bronzer. We're gonna do my, as I go to reach for my bronzer, we're gonna do my blush there now as well, and then after my blush we're going to do all my powder products. So for blush, again going in with the Curve Case, I'm using, I think I'm going to use Cold Heart and Strawberry Cream. So I'm going to go in with Cold Heart first because it's a lot pinker, like a lot pinker. It's just such a good product. Like, I don't know what Mitchell put into this, but it's absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, I think I've done enough of the Cold Heart now, because we'll put in some Strawberry Cream then at the front. Yeah, I think I put too much blush on. Where's my beauty blender? I need to blend it out a little bit, because this is not it. Just need to pat it into the skin a bit more. Now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that set in for a little bit. I'm going to, my mom's gone into the shower, sorry. I do this concealer first, so the Maybelline Instant Erase. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that sit for a couple of minutes and let that get a bit tacky on my skin, and then I'm going to come back and blend it and go in with my brightening concealer. So I'll come back once I'm going on to the next concealer step. Okay, so I just blended all that out. I haven't put the next concealer on yet because I genuinely think I actually took off too much. I'm just trying to pat just a little bit on, because I feel like I put loads on my cheek and then the concealer got rid of it all, like all of it. And I'm also going to mix in some of this as well, I think. Only a tiny bit though, like baby bit, just to deepen up the apples of my cheeks a little bit. Now, I don't know, did that do much? Probably not, but it makes me happy, so that's all that matters, isn't it? Where's my brush gone? Here. Yeah, I'm happier with that now. I'm happier with that, yeah. So next we're going to go on to the Maybelline Fit Me. This is the one I put on then to like brighten everything up. make everything just seamless. I have hair falling everywhere now because some of the rollers are making their way down the back of my head. They're falling out. I feel like I'm making more effort for a New Year's in than I would if I was going out. I'm not gonna lie. No, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just different for me because normally if I'm doing my makeup, it's because I'm going out, and that is the only way I will do my makeup. But again, with this concealer, I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes. I'm going to put away some products that can be put away that I'm already finished with, and then I will come back when I am doing all my powder products. Right, I'm going on to powder, but first I'm going to blend out this concealer, and I'm going to do one eye at a time because I don't know, does anyone else have this? It's definitely not just a me problem. I know that a lot of people have this problem, but my under eyes always crease no matter how much powder I put underneath them or how little concealer I put underneath. They end up creasing. So I think I'm just not using enough powder. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get a lot. I'm going to pack it in, and I'm actually going to bake underneath my eyes today. I don't normally do this, but I think I'm going to bake underneath and see does that help with the whole creasing thing, because I'm just sick of it creasing on me, I'm not going to lie. So yes, I'm actually feeling a lot better as I'm doing my makeup. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to feel a bit normal, which is good considering that I wasn't planning on leaving the house because my boyfriend was like, you're not coming down to me when you're sick, and I was like, think again, I am. So yeah, we're gonna have a fun day, even though now, my plan was never to drink for New Year's anyway, I don't think. I never had a plan where it was drinking was involved. So it genuinely doesn't feel like weird to not be drinking tonight. It'll actually be a nice change to wake up tomorrow and just like not be hungover. Like start the new year on a fresh outlook, fresh mindset. And yeah, like last year, I don't know if I've spoken about this, but me and my boyfriend took a few months break last year, so we actually weren't together last New Year's. So this is our first New Year's back together, which is really, really nice. It's really exciting. Sorry again, the shower. I don't think people talk about like it enough where like it happens, because like the more people I've spoken to and opened up to, they're like, yeah, 100%, like we've had breaks, we've, you know, taken time apart. And so we took some time apart. We took like 6 months apart, and now we're back together. We're better than ever. My best friend, he is my best friend. Guarantee if you ask him who his best friend is, he would say his dog. So yeah, that is my baking done. I'm actually gonna let that sit for a while. It actually looks quite good, I'm not gonna lie. I think I took off too much above my lip because it's not set, which is actually fine because I can blend. So I'm just going to let that sit for a bit, have a bit more of a drink, and tidy up some more bloody products, because I just feel like that's what I'm just constantly doing, is pulling away products, taking them out, putting them away again. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed how my makeup's starting out. I feel like I've implemented some new techniques today that I've never done before, that I'm going to take into next year. So yeah, that's my baking done. I will come back in like a few minutes and do the rest of my powder products. Hello everyone. I don't know if anyone like this but me. I have to keep stopping filming because I have to put my makeup away. Like I can't not. It's just a thing with me that like I need to have everything put away. Like each step, things get put away. Each step. So I'm just going to go in with some of my bronzer on a big fluffy brush and bring that through my crease just to darken it up a little bit, because I don't really want to do too much on my eyes. Like, it's going to be very minimal because I just can't be arsed trying to take it off later. Because if I put on like fucking, whatchamacallit now, like eyeliner and stuff, I'll just be cursing myself later trying to take it off. I can definitely feel my bloody rollers starting to fall, which is not ideal, but we're almost there. So I'm just gonna use, this palette is, I've talked about it before, but it's absolutely amazing. The Be Perfect Mini Mattes. It's all you need, literally. If you're going on a night out and you're literally needing to pack like minimal things because you can't carry too much, or like you don't want to overload your bag with unnecessary makeup products, I would highly recommend investing in this because it's all the browns that you actually need just to create smoky brown eyeshadow. And I would invest in the Made by Mitchell Curve Case because they're literally, that's like 4 or 5 products in one. It just works so well. It's like, this is the best investment. I just dropped it. If I broke it, I'm sorry, miss. I'm sorry, Be Perfect. It's just the best. Literally, like, if you're white, you have your like setting powder for your eyes, you have like a beige, then you have like all the browns all the way up to black. Like, you cannot go wrong with it, like, honestly. I just don't know how more people are talking about this bloody palette. It's literally my favourite thing I've ever bought, and I would highly recommend it. And I would get it again and again and again. 1,000,000% I would buy this again for myself or for someone else. It would be unreal for like travel, if I was doing any traveling. I would love to go traveling next year, but it's just not in our life right now. Because my boyfriend, as I've spoken about, got a surgery in November, the week of my birthday, when we were meant to be in Spain, which is fine. Do you know what? I'd rather him have that surgery than have a million holidays, because it just means we can get back to normal life so soon and like do things. He's been out of work for like a year now. So it'll just be nice to be able to just do things, because it was a pretty big surgery. It was a back surgery, so he's currently on the mend, thank God. It's been all good so far. He has a checkup now soon, so hopefully we'll get good news and he'll be able to, he'll be a free bird. But the only trip I have planned next year, by the time you're seeing it, it'll be this year, by the time you're seeing this video, it's really exciting actually. Me and my sisters, 2 of my sisters, as in me saying 2 as if I have more. I do technically have more siblings, but they're on my dad's side and I don't see them, so I wouldn't really class them as siblings. But I have 2 siblings, 2 amazing siblings. My sisters, they're both older than me. I'm the youngest. So my eldest sister is 39. She's gonna be 40 next year, 2025, and my other sister is 33. The middle one, the 33-year-old, see, I don't know, are they comfortable with me using their names? So I'm not going to use their names just in case. But the middle is obsessed with like Broadway and shows and like West End and all that. So her husband got her tickets to Phantom of the Opera on Broadway for the new year in February, I think it is. And he got her 2 tickets, and he obviously doesn't care if he goes or not. So my eldest sister, the 39-year-old, loves all that stuff as well, loves all the musicals and stuff. So the minute my sister mentioned it, my older sister was like, I'm going with you. Like, my sister had planned to ask one of her friends who would happen to be in London at the time to save her husband from going. But my eldest sister was like, hold on a minute, I'm coming with you. So then all of a sudden, my eldest sister was going, and that was fine. And then about, not even, I'd say it was in the middle of them planning that they were going together, my eldest sister turned around and was like, sure, why don't we see if there's a ticket for Jordan and see if Jordan can come with us? And I was like, you know what? In the whole spirit of trying new things, I'm not a huge fan of musicals. I've never been to any. My sister is the musical fanatic in this family. So I've just never went. I've never had the want to go to see anything. So they were like, we'll check and see if there's a ticket. Because obviously my sister's husband bought seated ones. Like, obviously it's all seated. But bought like specific seating next to each other. So if there wasn't a spare seat, I obviously couldn't go because I wasn't going to go and sit by myself. So we looked on, and by happenstance, there was one seat left, and it was the seat right next to my sister's. So we booked it straight away. So I will be going to London for the first time in February, which is really, really exciting. I've never been to London. It's one place I've always wanted to go. I always talk about it. Like, my 4-year-old niece has been to London before me. She went to London in October. So I will be going to London in February, and I'm so excited because I get to see, I'm gonna go to Waterstones in Piccadilly Circus, and I'm gonna go book shopping, and I'm gonna get to see Big Ben and all. Oh, I'm just so excited. It's so exciting. And like, obviously for other people, like people who've been there before, it's obviously, when you're hearing this, like, oh, you're going to London, like, it's not a big deal. But to me, it's a huge deal because it's somewhere that I've wanted to go for so bloody long. Like, it's just somewhere that's always been on like my bucket list. Like, eventually I'll go there, eventually I'll go there. Even though it's literally over the water from us. It's not, I think it's like an hour flight from Cork to London. But it's just somewhere that I've never had the chance to go to. So it's just really exciting. So that's my only trip that I have planned so far for next year. But it's an important one to me. Like, London, oh, it's just, the idea of London is just absolutely amazing. I'm just so excited, and I'm just so grateful that like I get this opportunity to go, and as well to go with my sisters, because like I don't know, does anyone else feel this? Obviously, like, if you're the youngest child, you might feel this, but like, my sisters have always been closer in age, so they've always been closer, and they have the same dad, and I have a different dad. So like, it's like, our relationship, obviously no one wants to bring their bloody 7-year-old sister on, like, around, like, with your friends and stuff. So like, I didn't feel like close enough to my sisters until I got like a lot older, until I got like 18, 19. And like, since I've gotten older, my relationship with my sisters is just completely different, and it's really nice to like class my sisters as my friends. Like, they're my friends now. Like, I love my sisters. Like, I saw this video on TikTok and I sent it to both of them. It's like, you kind of go through life being like, oh, do you know what I mean? Like, about your siblings, you're like, oh, this, do you know? And you like snitch on each other about things, and you hate each other, and you fight with each other. And then you get to a certain age, you all get to a certain age where you're just like, this dude's actually kind of okay. So like, they're kind of cool. So we're going to do more of that. Like, we're going to talk to them more. So I feel like that's what's happened. I feel like I'm not like reinventing the wheel here. I feel like this is a very common thing that happens with siblings as they get older. But I just feel like, for me, like, I just look and I'm like, yeah, we used to hate each other. Not hate each other, obviously, because we're sisters at the end of the day. But like a couple of years ago, maybe like 5 years ago, like, I would have even been considered to go on a trip like this because I'm the annoying baby sister. But now I'm an adult, so I get to go to do these things with them, which is really exciting. And I thought my mum was going to cry when we told her, to be honest, because she seemed really, really happy that we were going on a girls' trip. So it's exciting for me. But yeah, that's my eyes. I'm not going to do too much. I just did like brown liner and just some browns and then a little bit of the satin shade on my inner corner just to brighten them up a bit. So I'm going to go do the, because I have half lashes and mascara and all that, so I'm just going to go do that off camera because I feel like I've just yapped on for ages just doing my shadow. So I'm going to go off and I'll do that and I'll come back.
This is near-death experience. How about get you put on your clothes and drive to my bedroom and then hook me in the redeem me? A very funny girl once said, "I hate vanilla sex. Please throw a microwave at me." You know what I mean? I thought that was funny, but I was like, I don't have that. I've never ever had that, even that fantasy of a relationship, a sexual relationship that gets not only rowdy, but it's violent, choke me out. You don't like choke out? I don't care to be choked out. No. How many of you here would get choked out for sex? Not choked out. Hand on the throat. Hand on the throat is different than choked out. Okay, if we're being honest, okay. I love a hand on the throat. I love an implication that I could, but I actually don't want to experience pain. That's my point. And I'll do acting. You put your hand here, I'll be like, yeah, I'll do acting. Yeah, eyes roll back. So any physical pain in the bedroom registers as no sex, no want, please believe me. And also ball. It shouldn't ever be a surprise. It shouldn't ever be a surprise. Have you ever had someone spit in your mouth on the fly? Uh-huh. It's jarring. It's a little jarring. It's jarring. I've also had someone slap me too hard. And I was like, I'm just not that kind of girl. Well, on one hand, I'm a sixth grade teacher with a huge, I have a ton of papers to grade. I feel that our working relationship, friendship, is better now than it's ever been. I agree. I'm very pleased with how the tour went, and I thought we both did a great job. I never got sick of you once. And can I be honest? Yeah. I am annoying. But I go into those situations like tour, and I go, try to spend enough time with anyone that they start to get sick of you and don't want to tell you. Shut up, Brandon. Sorry. How's your relationship with yourself? Oh, I love that. Did you ever participate in negative self-talk? I sometimes walk by myself and I see myself in the mirror out of drag, and I go, I wish you.
This is nerve-wracking, ladies and gents, because if these turn out bad, I'll be very, very upset, because it's not every day you take the time to do rollers. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I think I'm going to go from side to side, taking them out. Okay. And this is a tip I learned. Make sure you're doing this with your rollers when you're taking them out. Okay, very impressed with that one, not gonna lie. Lads, I'm very impressed so far. We've gotten 2. It's the bangs now that I'm most worried about, not gonna lie. Because they always end up turning out either really bad or really, really good. Okay. Very impressed with that too. Okay, we're gonna go for this one next, I think. I definitely have a rogue hair clip somewhere in my hair because one of my rollers was missing one earlier and then I re-clipped it. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's one hiding in here somewhere. Okay. Lads, 4 for 4. We're doing well so far. Which one will I go for next? This back one, I think. And for only taking 15 minutes, I'm quite impressed with how fast I got these done and how good they're looking. Okay, next one. Okay. Not the best, but not the worst. Not the worst. I'm just going to get this one out of the way, actually, because I'm on this side. Now, the one thing I will say about these clips is they do keep everything in place, but they catch on your hair when you're taking them out, and it's really painful. Okay. Guys, we're kind of 5 for 5 right now. I've taken out more than 5. 2. I've taken out 6. There's 6 for 6 right now. There's one, oh, I can feel one down the bottom here. Is there even a clip in that? Yeah, there's a roll clip somewhere in my hair. 1, 2, 3. Another one. Another sleigh. Another sleigh, lads. How are we doing it so far? I've not had one like really bad one so far. And as I say that, I guarantee this next one will turn out bad, because it's just bound to happen. You can't get every roll to turn out nice. Okay, it's not bad, it's not great. I'm not terribly offended by it, but I'm not terribly impressed either. Like, I'm not very angry with how it looks so far. I'm actually quite happy. Yeah, I just found the roll care clip and it's stuck. Okay, thank God. The fear of those hair clips, between the hair clips and the rollers, it's a very dangerous game on whether they're going to come out of your hair or not. Come out, please. Come out, please. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with my skills so far. Do I have any more? Are they all big ones now? I have no more small ones. I have no more small ones. They're all big. Okay. I'll go this side, I think. I think I put this one in first. See, this is what I mean. They get stuck in the hair. You kind of have to like maneuver them a certain way to like get them out of your scalp. And I don't really vibe with that. I don't think it should be this hard to get a clip out of your hair. Do you know? Yeah, that's stuck. So we're going to have to do this first and then I'm going to come back to it because... Okay, yeah, we're impressed with that. I don't even know where it's stuck into. That's the thing. Okay, I'm going to go... No, we're just going to have to rip it out, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go take this out and I'm going to come back. Okay, I'm back. That was really stressful and really painful. Not going to lie. That hurt a lot to take out. But I got it. Without ripping any of my scalp out, I hope. Oh, I like that curl too. Okay, we're doing well so far, lads. I'm doing well. Okay, now it's time for the top half of my head. This is going to be interesting because I've never done my rollers this way, so I don't know how they will turn out. I'm hoping I'll get a lot of volume at the back of my head. Okay. Clip. Okay. Okay, that's number 2. I think all the makeup products are getting to me now. Okay. Okay. Okay, we do have volume. We do have volume. Now, are all the curls looking exactly how I'd want? No, but we definitely have volume. Now the bangs, which I'm the most worried about, but they've been in the longest, so... Oh, sugar. I just a second clip without realising. Okay. Truth. I kind of can tell, depending on if they go to like the sides or not, or if they stay up. Okay, they're not bad. I feel like I just need to give them a shake out. And I'll come back and I'll show you them when they're properly, when I have them sitting the way I want. Okay, so I just gave it a quick shake out. I feel like it's falling out already. Not gonna lie. I do like the volume I have on this side of my head. I just wish my bangs came like out a bit more. Like they came forward a bit more. To like onto my face. Like this side, I'm happy with this bang. But this one is just not doing what I wanted to do. But it's fine. I'm just gonna do a little bit of hairspray. I bought this yesterday. It is the Coco Loco Firm Hold hairspray from Lee Stafford. I have a Tresemme one, but I just don't like how it feels on my hair. And this one has coconut in it. And I love coconut, so we're gonna go with this one. I'm gonna leave that sit, and then I'll give them another shake out once it sits in the hair. It feels a bit sticky, but I'm hoping once it dries a little bit more, it won't be as sticky in the hair. So yeah, that's my New Year's Eve glam for sitting at home. I haven't picked out an outfit. These are my pajamas. I haven't picked out an outfit yet, so I might pick out an outfit and show you what outfit I'll wear. But it will not be anything spectacular because obviously I want comfort over looking nice, because obviously I'm just going to be sitting at home. But yeah, thank you for coming along with me for getting ready for New Year's Eve to sit at home. Right, now that I have the hair like this, I actually do kind of like it. Yeah, I actually like that. I actually like it. It's nice. Yeah, I'm actually happy with this. Okay, so I'll show you my outfit in the next part, hopefully, if I decide to wear anything nice.